Okay, hi everybody. My name is Jumrukovski and I'm the founder of I Love Success. Today, in my first video, I will be talking about failing and actually the importance of failing. So I want to start to tell you a little bit of a story about myself and about my failures in life. So when I was 6 years old, I started doing karate, and it has taken me all the way to a world medal in Shotokan Karate 2012. But the road wasn't just straight, and let me tell you about one of my first experiences competing outside the country. So I'm from Sweden, and I competed first locally in Sweden, and from the beginning I was pretty good, especially in my club, a small club. My father was my sensei, my trainer, and yeah, when you're best in the club, it feels good. And then I remember I went to Stockholm for a competition, and there were so many good athletes over there, so it kind of opened a whole new world. But I managed to win that competition, and that took me to a camp for the national team. And I still remember the first time I went to a camp with the national team. I got a punch so hard in my jaw that I couldn't sleep in 3 days. It was so hard. And when I got back to my city, it felt so weird, you know. I thought I was this good athlete, and here I was having all this pain in my jaw. So what was the next step? I thought, should I give up or should I train harder? I decided the later one, so I trained harder, and a few years later I became a national champion as a junior. And I got the opportunity to go to a competition called Paris Open. As you hear, the competition is in Paris, and it's one of the biggest open tournaments in the world. And I was good. I was the best in Sweden, right? So I was really happy about representing the country and going to Paris. The funny thing was, I had a great confidence as well. So I started doing all this training, and when we went, it felt really good. Until the match started. I think it didn't take more than 30 seconds for that French guy to pack me in and send me home to Sweden. And that was a real kind of awakening. I don't know if you ever felt that before, how it really feels to think that you are good, and then you come to a whole new world when you actually suck. And that was so hard for me. So I was thinking, what should I do now? So should I just quit, or should I try harder? So I wrote down a few notes here that I want to tell you. What happens after you're introduced to a world where you suck? There's two things you can do. First, you can give up, or two, you can adapt and work harder. I did the later thing, and it took me it took me some time, but I got better. I still got my ass beaten quite a few times, but I improved all the time, and I competed against myself, and that made me a great athlete. Okay, so here I am today in Hollywood. This has been my dream since I was a kid, to live here. I'm here with my book, The Goal Book, and I want to read two things from the book that I think you can really use in your life. So what I want to teach you today, today's tool, is how you learn something new, because I know you want to learn something new as well. And it can feel scary, the same as it felt for me when you come to a whole new world and get your ass kicked in 30 seconds. It's scary, but this is how it goes. So this is how you learn something new. First of all, you try. You gotta try. Second of all, you make mistakes. Yeah, everybody have to make mistakes, right? If you win the first time, it's not that sweet. And the most important thing is what happens after you make mistakes. So what I want to tell you is, you have to learn from it and make it a little bit better next time. If you do that and keep improving, you will succeed sooner or later. So this was my first video. My name is Jumrukovski, and I'm the author of The Goal Book. Thank you for listening in, and I hope to see you next time.